A lot of us are running companies that we never intend to sell. We're going to keep them forever. They're making us great money. We love our jobs. We might hand them to our kids, so we're not going to sell our companies. However, I find it's a great perspective, even if you're never going to sell your company, to have in mind the idea that if I sold this, how valuable would it be? And then how can I make it more valuable? So you always want to structure things in such a way that it would attract investment, or it would attract somebody who would want to buy the company, even if you're never going to sell it. Why? Because a lean, healthy company is worth more. And even if you're never going to sell the company, you want a lean, healthy company that could be sold if you ever wanted to. The real question is, are you attractive to somebody who would invest? And even if you never want an investment, I don't want an investor, but I want my company to be extremely attractive to investors. Today's Business Made Simple tip comes from the governor of Tennessee, or the former governor of Tennessee, Bill Haslam. We actually caught Governor Haslam in the last 10 days of his 8-year administration. He was busy doing a lot of stuff, but he took a break right there in the Capitol to sit down with us and share some wisdom. And, he comes from a line of great business people who I think he's worth about $1.9 billion. And he invests in companies now that he's out of office left and right, and really helps those companies scale up. He knows what he's talking about. And he gave us a little tip on what actually makes a company grow. And he's talking about the state of Tennessee. How can you get the state of Tennessee to grow? And there's one thing that he said that makes it happen. And I think it relates not just to the state of Tennessee, it relates to our business. You've done a few things as governor that have been significant, a lot of them. But on the economy, you've I think almost quadrupled or tripled at least the rainy day fund. The state has a smaller unemployment rate than the national average, which is incredible right now. As we record this, it's 3.9%. You brought a lot of jobs to this state. What does a governor do to bring jobs to a state?
I think the very first thing a governor does, and I think a lot of your listeners and the leaders that you talk to will appreciate this, is we understand that governors don't create jobs. Jobs get created when people put capital at risk, period. Okay, that's the way a new job gets created. You decide I'm going to hire somebody. You decide I'm going to build something. Then jobs get created. They don't get created by folks like me. Now, hopefully we can set the conditions and environment. And the first thing I'd say is we set an environment where we understand that. Jobs get created when people put capital at risk. That's number one. Number two, we realize, capital is going to go where it's going to get its best return. Mm-hmm. End of the day, you might decide, well, I could build this business in Nashville, or I can build it a lot of different places. And we've worked hard to have it be where you choose here, because we have a low tax structure, we have reasonable business regulations, and we're going to provide the workforce that you need.
All right, so that's really wise advice, not just if you want to run a state, but if you want to run a business. Capital at risk is what makes things grow. What does that mean for us? It means that we need to be the sort of company that is very attractive to investors, even if we never want to invest, because that is a great litmus test of the health of our company. I learned this maybe 2 years ago. A gentleman who was an alumni of StoryBrand came to me and said, Don, when you walk into the room, it devalues the company. And I said, I'm not sure what you mean. He said, if somebody wanted to buy this company, they would look and see you here, and they would say, well, we can't buy Don. We can only buy the company. So if Don goes, there goes the value of the company. And immediately we started training facilitators to be in the room so that I didn't have to be in the room. We started diversifying our revenue streams so they weren't so totally necessary on me. We hired other teachers to do videos like this. I started raising up talent in the organization, and my company got more and more and more valuable the less I needed to be involved. I wouldn't have ever known that unless our friend and our alumni actually told us that. But I'm always trying to think, how can this company be more valuable to an outside buyer or an outside investor, even though I have no intention of selling? Would somebody want to put capital at risk? It's a great litmus test and a great question to ask about your business, because you can structure it differently so your business becomes more and more valuable. That's going to make the company stronger whether you sell it or not. So today's simple tip is this. Ask yourself, is this company attractive to investors? Would people want to put capital at risk? If they wouldn't, structure your company differently, begin evolving the company so that it looks different, and your company will get stronger, leaner, more productive, and more profitable if you think that way. Thank you so much, Governor Haslam, for your wisdom. Today's Business Made Simple tip.